Happy Friday and welcome to This is Private Practice. Don't know about you, but I have been waiting for Friday afternoon since Wednesday. No, since Thursday afternoon. How are you? How is everybody going? Hello. Oh, I'm so lucky to have you in my world. Carol, you're here too. This is awesome. Okay, Facebook has done something new and it makes it very clear for me to see when people have arrived. Thank you, Facebook. So while we're at it, we might just thank Telstra for not dropping out today. So I'm back in my home office, my headquarters here today, and it's cold. Can you tell? Like I'm as rugged up as rugged up. Well, okay, so I'm not as cold as Faye Gorman if she's in New Zealand is, but I'm cold, and you're probably sick of me whinging about the weather. But for all of you on the west coast of the USA who have been sweltering in your extreme heat, it's okay because we're here freezing in unusually cold temperatures. So you know what? We all just need to be in Hawaii. It's quite simple. So who's got something to celebrate this week? Oh my word. This week feels like it has been intense. I possibly say that every Friday, but I will admit that I got to my yoga class this morning and I'm like, you want me to do what now? No, I'm just going to lie here in Shavasana for the whole 75 minutes. I didn't actually do that. And I did get myself up into a full wheel pose today. Silly, you finished your billing for June. Go you. That is pretty fabulous. Sam, you're on here today. It's so lovely to know that you're around. Oh my gosh, I shouldn't complain about the cold. You're in Canberra. Okay, shutting up about the weather now. It has been another big week. But really, if we're going to be honest with ourselves, aren't most weeks big weeks? I don't know about you, but most people will say to me, Jo, how do you get so much done? I'm committed. It's what I want to do. Yeah, we all have our swings and roundabouts. And yes, there are times when I could possibly do less. And some days my body just goes, today you are doing less. But overall, it's a great world to be a part of. It's a great opportunity. Work is such a wonderful opportunity for us. Carol, you've got 2 articles published this week. Fantastic. Yes, I had you on my list to share about celebration, so I'm glad you chimed in first. You've got new clients from your Facebook Lives. You've got new people starting in your clinical practice and after you had the mass exodus, and you just pick yourself up and keep going. You are one of the most resilient women I have ever met. I think you're incredible. And I am really grateful that you share your journey with me. I am so excited about Carol's book coming out. I've had a chance to read part of it. And I've never understood people who have the need for bariatric surgery or what it's like for somebody to live who has, what do we got, being obese or even having that label. And I have a whole new appreciation for people and I'm very grateful. I think reading Carol's book helped me be a better human. So I am really looking forward to the day we can release that. We're very, very close and that's going to be fantastic. I was going to celebrate Sherry Shockey Pope. I don't know if you've seen, she has started releasing Facebook video, well, the recorded videos on her Facebook page, Therapy Practice in a Box. She's really nervous about it, as we all are when we start doing Facebook or start doing video, but her tips are so cool. And the one that I shared today made me laugh because she's speaking right into so many fears, or the fears so many people have, especially when they're newly graduated. And she just gives you really concrete ways to overcome that fear and address that fear and help clients understand why working with a newly graduated person or a newly licensed person is probably better for them. I'm listening to that going, damn, why would they want an old dog like me? So now we're going to have inexperience versus experience versus, we've all got awesome stuff to contribute. So if you haven't seen her videos, go to Therapy Practice in a Box or search Sherry Shockey Pope and you'll start learning some great stuff there. And the incredible Jill Johnson Young is, she's got a live podcast going out tomorrow, or a training going out on good therapy on all things death and dying. So you've heard me talk about Jill before, but Jill is an incredible presenter, and she is able to help people understand their reactions to this really difficult subject matter. A lot of people like to talk about grief and the process of grieving, but Jill takes it one step further and go, hey, we need to acknowledge what's going on with death and dying, and help people do death and dying and then help them through the process of grief. She has been so incredibly helpful for me as I, 9 years on, have learned to process the death of my mum. And there is just so much wisdom in that lady. Oh, and then she's just gone and written a children's book because, that's what Jill does. She's obviously going to be a prolific writer, which is fantastic. Wow. Okay, what am I going to celebrate this week? I think I'm going to have a drink. Whew, there seems to be a lot going on. For me this week, it's interesting preparing for this one this afternoon. I often prepare for the Friday calls because I want to make sure that I want to make sure I've got something to celebrate to start with. How awful would that be? I found it really hard because my to-do lists feel like they've given birth to multiple sets of twins. So my to-do list feels like it has to-do lists, which feels like it's got a family of to-do lists. I just feel like I can't keep things under control. But then I go back and think about the beginning of the week and all of the things that have needed my time and attention this week. So this has been the week of uncomfortable conversations for me. I have had 3, and I got really anxious about one of them, incredibly anxious. I lost sleep over it, and I was probably the most prepared for any conversation that I've ever had. And you know what? It went really well. I don't think I needed to be that anxious and be that prepared. I think I could have done with less preparation time and less anxiety. But learning how to have those uncomfortable conversations, I've discovered that there's a bit of avoidance in me around that. And that's not going to help my business grow if I continue to avoid uncomfortable conversations. So it's also transformed me having conversations in my family. So with my son and with my husband, and with boundary setting with my father. So some of that feels uncomfortable. And I know all of you psychotherapists out there will be going, that's rooted in childhood. I know. I've got work to do, but I didn't know it. Now I do. So now I have a choice to do something about that. Crucial conversation, Zilla. You are right. Liz Brownlee. Hello, Liz. Wow, it's lovely to see you. Gosh. So that I am celebrating the fact that I have made the decision to have the tough conversations, and they've been successful. And Jason Skinner has joined. Hello, Jason. I delivered training this week. I forgot how much I love to train. I speak a lot. I do a lot of public speaking. I do a lot of podcasting. I do a lot of webinars. I'm a guest all the time. But I forgot how much I love to train. So being in a room of rehabilitation professionals this week, which was really interesting because I had some on Skype and some in the room with me. That took me a little while to get my head around. I'm nothing if not adaptable. And I got to help them understand the content and engage with the content, practice the content, made fun of the people who stayed up and watched the State of Origin and then the soccer game, because we're in Australia and nothing is on at normal hours. Anyone in Australia watching the World Cup soccer at the moment is up at 2 a.m. in the morning to make that happen. They are committed, a hell of a lot more committed than I am. But I had so much fun delivering that, and it really helped confirm for me that this is a gift that I have, that I am a good trainer. I'm really good at helping people get the information across. And I've learned to really appreciate that group dynamic because, for a long time I didn't appreciate it and was probably quite flippant that group wasn't necessary. It is. We learn from each other. So let's just get over that. And then this afternoon, I had a new speaking opportunity present itself. So thank you, Megan. You have no idea how much that has thrilled me today for September, because I'm getting pretty booked. And then I had somebody reach out asking me if I could provide some training. So we're going to have a scoping call about that next week. So there's a lot to celebrate, isn't there? There is a lot to celebrate in what we do every single day. And it's really interesting for me because both yesterday and today, I felt like there was no progress. I could not see the progress. Financial revenue in my bank account is one marker of progress. But if that is all I had, I know. It doesn't work. I've tried it being the primary marker or the primary key performance indicator in my business. It doesn't lead to me feeling fulfilled. And I've had 2 conversations this week with really successful business owners who have created what we would call ideal. They work part-time and they're generating more than full-time revenue, like millions of dollars of revenue. Neither of them are feeling fulfilled. So money's only one part of that. So we can celebrate the fact that we are getting great outcomes with clients. In fact, why don't we do that? Sonia Judd, if you watch this, the work that you have done with that lady who's post-cancer fatigue has been phenomenal. You guys know I love this program, but I was reading through Sonia's final program report today, and the gains that this lady has made and the sense of empowerment that this lady has filled after 6 weeks of being through this program, it really did bring me to tears. I'm tired, I might be teary today, but I was just so thrilled that Sonia had a chance to work with this lady, and this lady has had a chance to take back control of her life. It just filled me with joy. I'm really excited because I've actually put some dates together, and I'm going to start training some more people on my team on how to deliver this program, because we need to get it out to more people. We need to be helping more people with it. I can't stop. Yeah, we just need to be doing that. So, Jason, I'm glad you're grabbing your Sauv Blanc. I'm grabbing my blue mineral water because I've still got a few things to do before I wrap up for this afternoon. But as always, it's the end of the week. It's time to appreciate those people around you that have helped you be the most awesome person that you are. It's time to make sure that you're planning to rest and replenish over the weekend. Day off for me tomorrow. I know I need a rest. I can feel it in my bones. I need a day off tomorrow. Good thing I've got a good book to read. And let's make sure that we tell those people who are really important to us how much we love them. Amber Hawley, you've just arrived. I couldn't tag you in my post on Wednesday, but I wanted to let everybody know that you were the person who came up with the purple stripes in my hair, being an indication of how JoJo gets her mojo back. So thank you for that. And is your retreat coming up soon? Can you please post the link to your Biz Bestie retreat for us, please? Yeah, I'm aware Amber never sleeps. And she's supposed to be vacationing at the moment, isn't that right? Anyway, everybody, go have a fabulous weekend. I look forward to talking to you next week with all things private practice. Let's go be fabulous and have a wonderful weekend.